Hey, yo, what it do? You do? It's your boy. I just simple back at it again, bro, with another YouTube video. This time I'm gonna be doing a reaction, bro, on before Undertaker was famous, bro. That's what I'm gonna do it on. Before Undertaker was famous, bro. Without further ado, let's start this video, man. Let's go.
Tell him me, Mark. Hey, Corpus Christi was nothing. The Clash, what's gonna happen to you in that Chicago street fight? It ain't for the weak of heart.
Before The Undertaker would have the longest undefeated streak in WrestleMania history, winning 23 times.
I was about to say that's the
likes of
Undertaker
King
I
Kong
know.
Bundy, Triple H, Edge, and Shawn Michaels.
Tombstone time. Look at the way he holds him.
Before The Undertaker or Mark Calloway would wed former WWF diva Michelle McCool.
You guys, TCB.
Oh yeah, y'all did. TCB took care of some business.
Before The Undertaker would become a six-time world champion, four as the WWE champion, and twice as the world heavyweight champion, and win a Guinness World Record for the most wins at WrestleMania.
The dead man has arisen.
Before The Undertaker would be beaten unconscious, set on fire, and be buried alive. Before he would take out his rage on others like hanging the Big Boss Man from the top of the Hell in a Cell, and would bury his longtime manager Paul Bearer in concrete. Before The Undertaker would be the wrestler with the most nicknames, including the Lord of Darkness, Big Evil, the Dead Man, the Demon of Death Valley, and the American Badass.
That was my favorite Undertaker right there. Swag, bro.
Standing at 6'8", The Undertaker, or Mark Calloway, made great use of his size throughout his youth, getting involved in an array of sports. Through high school, he played both football and basketball, and ended up earning for himself a b-ball scholarship while he studied sports management. His end goal was to
That's
play basketball in
tough,
Europe until
bro.
a knee injury crushed that dream. From there, he was working as a bouncer and collecting debts for loan sharks.
Percentage of people immediately paid upon you appearing at the door?
Not enough.
Really?
Before joining the WWF, The Undertaker wrestled in the WCW under the name Mean Mark Callis. In 1990, he made his entrance into the WWE, trying on a bunch of different names, including Texas Red, the Commando, Master of Pain, the Punisher, and Punisher Dice Morgan. Finally, Vince McMahon came up with the name Kane the Undertaker, but the original concept wasn't anything like the Walking Dead man we think of today. Initially, it was a character inspired by the Old West.
Check out them drumsticks, baby. 320 pounds looks to be.
What's going on, guys? My name's Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of Mark Calloway, better known as The Undertaker, here for you on Before They're Famous. Now, you guys have been requesting this video and our Brock Lesnar and our John Cena bios. Well, they were pretty popular, so we decided to roll this one out. As always, be sure to let us know in the comments down below who you want us to document next.
This beat is
Say
tough,
Hulk
though.
Hogan, that would be a fantastic suggestion. And the best way to get a hold of me is on Twitter and Instagram.
I gotta do that DJ Khaled one.
What did you do before you got into wrestling? Waitress?
Oh, yeah, I worked at Hooters.
The Undertaker was born Mark William Calloway on March 24th, 1965 in Houston, Texas, to Frank Compton Calloway and Bethy Catherine Truby. He is of Irish and Native American descent and the youngest of five brothers, David, Michael, Paul, and Timothy.
My mother, my father, and my little brother burnt to death in the family funeral.
Hold on, isn't Kane his brother though?
Okay, so we know this isn't true. There was no little brother, and he didn't actually grow up in a funeral home. But I am
Oh,
sad to
okay.
report that his father did pass away in 2003. At least he saw his son make it. Mark attended Waltrip High School, where he was a member of the football and basketball teams. Other alumni from this school include Shelley Duvall and Patrick Swayze, both of whom have kicked some serious ass on the big screen.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I love that Swayze clip. Mark graduated in 1983 and began studying at the Angelina College in Lufkin, Texas on a basketball scholarship. Then in 1985, he enrolled in Texas Wesleyan University in Fort Worth, Texas, and he majored in sport management and played basketball for the Rams in the 1985 to 1986 season.
Hey,
as a
ball is
center. In
life,
1986,
bruh.
Calloway
Let's
dropped
get
out
it,
of
bruh.
University to focus on a career in sports and considered playing professional basketball in Europe until a knee injury ruled out his dreams of shooting hoops. But he still had the size and needed to find some work At the age of 19, Mark had already begun setting his sights on a career as a wrestler and started up with the World Class Championship Wrestling. He initially adopted the ring name Texas Red, and thereafter adopted a series of several other names over the coming years. He borrowed $2,000 from his brother to attend Buzz Sawyer's training school, but then Sawyer skipped town with all of the trainees' money. Mark then learned his first major lesson in the world of wrestling. Very few people could be trusted, and everyone was out to get ahead for themselves. He continued to train, but in the meantime, he needed to earn a living.
I worked, I balanced, I collected a few debts here and there for a few guys, yeah.
Mark relied on his size to keep money coming in, and besides working as a bouncer, he was also the enforcer for loan sharks. He stated in that Jimmy Kimmel interview that he didn't break any arms or crush any heads, he just slapped a few guys around until they paid up. His wrestling career was moving forward, and so was his personal life. In 1989, he joined the World Championship Wrestling and married his first wife, Jody Lynn. Then
He
in
was
1990,
big, bro.
WCW made the biggest mistake of their lives and didn't renew Mark's contract. It was then he turned to Vince McMahon in desperate need of some work.
I had this meeting with Vince, and I said, well, I'm just going to, I'm going to sweep Vince off his feet, and I'm going to go in there, and he's going to offer me a job right away. And that didn't happen.
So that didn't exactly work out, so Mark probably went back to slapping around a few punks until his phone finally rang.
But then it dawned on me that it was Vince, and I said, hell yeah, I'm the Undertaker. I'm your Undertaker, and the rest is pretty much history.
Vince McMahon had envisioned a new type of character, the old Western stylized Undertaker with a long black coat and a hat. And from there, well, Mark was allowed to make it his own. Several different looks were prepared for the big debut of Kane the Undertaker. That's what he was originally called.
6'10"? I don't know. It's hard to tell from here. Holy cow!
By 1991, Vince
6'10",
McMahon
bro.
knew that they had a winning character on their hands, and they doubled down their efforts and creativity to further promote The Undertaker. He was teamed up with a new manager, Paul Bearer, and The Undertaker took home his first WrestleMania win, catapulting him to the main event status. Moving forward, they introduced caskets and use of urns to drive fear into the hearts of his opponents. That same year at the Survivor Series, he defeated Hulk Hogan and became the WWF champion.
Referee's lost control of this one. Look at this. Flair with a chair. A steel chair.
But don't worry, there wasn't any true bad blood between the Hulk and the Dead Man, because the two starred opposite one another in a film titled Suburban Commando. On and on about his career, and that is something I plan on doing for you in a follow-up video titled After They Were Famous. This man's career has spanned over 30 years. He transformed into the American Badass. He's been married 3 times, and he has as many as 4 or 5 kids. If that's something you want to see, please leave a comment down below saying The Undertaker after they were famous, or Hulk Hogan after they're famous, or before they're famous. Let us know what you want to see. My name is Mike McCrath. Thanks for checking out this video. There are other videos in front of you that you should click on. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I do not know what you're waiting for. Do it now.
Yes, please go subscribe to this channel. Go subscribe. And as you're subscribing, don't forget to subscribe to this channel as well, bro. Show me some love, bro. That was Undertaker before he was famous. If you want me to do another video on anybody else before they was famous, I think I'm going to do the DJ Khaled one. Just put it down below. Spam it down below. If you like this video, if you have any constructive criticism you want to give me, except the green screen. The green screen will be coming back. I moved, so, it's not there right now. But it will be coming back. Don't forget I'm doing the 200K giveaway, the VC giveaway. So, like, comment, subscribe, and you will automatically be entered in this giveaway. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's I'm Just Simple 1, the number 1, I'm Just Simple, the number 1. Follow me on Twitter, and you'll stay updated on when I'm dropping the video, when I drop the video, and what giveaways I'm doing. Because, I will be doing weekly giveaways, bro. It's your boy, I'm Just Simple, and I'm out.